Hello everyone, happy Monday. It is Monday, March 10th? I don't know. I think it's the 10th. Today's the 10th. It's Monday, March 10th. I am back home. I had a productive morning. I actually woke up at about 6:45 and I went to a morning Pilates class. It was like a booty focused bar and I just couldn't pass it up. I couldn't. I'm not like a member. I just like pay for a class if I'm in the mood to go. But I was like, a booty focused Pilates class, sign me up. I was first on the wait list and I got it a few hours later, so I knew I was gonna go this morning. Got up, got dressed, I already had outfit picked out. I was very excited to go, guys, today. I just knew it was gonna be the perfect day, perfect way to start the week. So went to Pilates and then I had a Walmart pickup. I picked up some hair gel and that was actually supposed to be all that I did. But then I was like, you know what? I've been wanting a large mixing bowl, like a large melamine or maybe enamel, stainless steel, just something that's not glass. Because right now I have a glass mixing bowl set, which is perfect, but I wanted a little bit bigger of a one just because I noticed when I'm making granola and if I do want to make bread by hand instead of in my mixer, I need a bigger bowl. Like my big glass one just doesn't cut it. So sometimes I use my 5-quart stainless steel bowl that comes with my KitchenAid stand mixer. But again, like it's not the purpose to detach it and use it. You can, obviously, there's nothing wrong with it, but just, you know, I'd rather it just stay on the stand mixer in case I need it. So anyway, that was the goal. That's why I went after Pilates and Walmart to go to Ross, because a while ago I actually saw one at another Ross and I was like, okay, you need one now. So go look at Ross. And you know, Ross, Joann's, TJ Maxx, Walmart, again, I went back to Walmart later. And I have a haul for you guys. So, and I did go to Goodwill and get 2 things. One's not even for me, it's actually for the cats, but so I also went to Goodwill. I actually went to a lot of places today. I go in intervals where I can go for a while without just shopping, and then I go out for something and then I end up, you know, oh my god, you also needed this or wanted this, because nothing's a need, right? So if I say need, just take it as a strong want, because nothing that I got is a need. Maybe except for I'll show you guys, actually, it's a carrier. I got a cat. I walked it to Goodwill and I was taking a look around because there was this small little rival crock pot that I wanted, but the lid was missing. And the guy who worked in the department was like, I brought it out with the lid, so someone took it and put it somewhere. So I spent all day, like Saturday, at Goodwill just looking and I couldn't find it. So I was like, you know what, I'm in the area. Let me go and see if someone put the lid back. They didn't, but I did find a cat carrier, well, pet carrier, that's super sturdy. It was $6.99 and I was like, okay, I need this, because one of the cat carriers that I have on the deck, or I put it in the storage bin on the deck when I'm not using it, has a hole in it. And my cats are very smart and tricky. If they did not want to be in it, they would just like widen that hole with their nails and just scooch. This one looks a lot more sturdy and it looks comfortable too. I'll kind of grab it and show you guys actually. I think I might have to stand. Oh my god. Guys, look at this bad boy. I got this well, I keep saying cat carrier, but I have 2 cats, but you can use it for a small dog. I got a pet carrier from Goodwill and I kind of took my hands around it to make sure there was no holes or anything. It looks so good, guys. I mean, it clasps up here, like you can zip it and then also clasp, so, you know, my cat can't like be tricky and get their paws through it. I would have been so happy if I found 2. That would have been amazing, but this is really good too. So I need to remember to check the thrift store before I even try to consider buying a new one, because the ones that I have, I bought new and they are definitely not as sturdy as this. I mean, this is a bad boy and it has a little, yeah, $5.99? $6.99 from Goodwill, but it has a little ID card that's not even used. So depending on who can fit, I'm gonna see if Jinx fits in this one, because it's always easier to find a smaller one or one that's the same size, but trying to find a bigger one's harder, and Jinx is a bigger boy. She is a bit smaller than him, so if he fits comfortably in this will be his new one, and then I'll just keep my eye out for one this size or even a little bigger, and then, you know, just kind of go from there. But it is so sturdy, guys. I was looking at it in the store like, oh, you're coming home with me. And I actually need to clean it. It actually has a little like pad on the inside, like a squishy little comfy pad, and it has a rip in it, and I think that's probably why they donated it, because the actual bag itself is super sturdy. But I could probably just buy a replacement inner pillow thing from the store just anytime I'm out. And here's the other thing that I got from Goodwill. Yes, it was in the checkout line and I just thought it was the cutest thing. I grabbed it. Look at this little shirt. I just love that it's starting to warm up. I feel like I'm going to thrive this spring. I don't know about summer because I'm in Texas and Our summers are horrific, so, you know, but I feel like this spring I'm going to thrive. I already started envisioning like the garden, what I want to do. I'm a little late. I think I'm going to end up buying more seedlings and starting seeds this year, but that's okay. Still, we're growing veggies and, you know, maybe fruits. I don't know if I'll do that again this year, but anyway, here's this cute little shirt that I got from Goodwill for $5.99, I think. $5.99. This is going to be out of order because I think I went to Ross first. So at Ross, I got a new set of cutting boards and they feel so sturdy. When I picked them up, I was like, oh crap, you are cutting board. So it's a 2-pack like this. The small one I love for cutting things like fruit. Most nights I have some type of fruit to end the night. So usually an apple, an orange, something that requires a little bit of cutting. And then the larger one, of course, for anything else. I do have my large plastic one I got from like Hobby Lobby that has like the cute little dill, oregano, things on it. That one I might just use for meat. Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, keep different things, but then also it is plastic, so I might eventually need to just get a bigger wooden cutting board and have that dedicated to meat. And then of course cutting bread and fruit and stuff, I'm okay with them mixing eventually because it's fine. It's just the meat one I'd probably keep using on that other cutting board for now until again I get like a larger wooden one. But I got this and I don't know, it just feels like a, I don't want to say a spring reset because I think my next vlog will be more of a spring reset, but I'm definitely feeling good spring vibes. I don't know, I'm very excited. Oh, I actually got the bowls, guys. The ones that I actually left this home for. Hold on, let me pull this up because I actually don't know. Oh, I got a pair of sunglasses. This is super random. I wanted a new pair of sunglasses and I was like, oh, Ross, they're cheaper there. These are True Religion. Does anyone remember when the jeans were super popular? I'm sure it was everywhere, but I remember in middle school, True Religion jeans were so popular. Like everyone that was cool had a pair of True Religion jeans. I was not cool. I did not have a pair of True Religion jeans. And now that I'm an adult, I mean, I don't care. I think most of my jeans are from Ross, TJ Maxx because I typically wear, especially my boot cut or wide cut, I wear them riding. Typically don't want my very expensive jeans, which I don't really have any, to get dirty, so I'm okay with that. But anyway, here are the sunglasses that I got. They are a little gaudy in the sense that they have like, look at this. You know, they have like the emblem here and then here, and then on this side too. But listen, let me take this off so I can show you guys how it fits. I just like, I don't know, when it comes to sunglasses, I love really big, oversized, kind of gaudy. We're back. I want to show you guys how the sunglasses fit. Again, they're big and gaudy and I love them. I hope it's focused because I can't really see, but they just look so, in my opinion, like, I don't know, obnoxious, but that's kind of the vibe. Like when you're at the pool or you're at the lake or you're just chilling, you want, like, for me, I want like a big hat, which I do have, thank you mom, because it's hers and I just never give it back. A big floppy hat with huge sunglasses on, or like your hair in a bun. I don't know, this is just how I feel. So I got these. I'm very happy about them. This, I went to Walmart to get hair gel. I always buy the Eco Styler green olive oil gel, and I got like a 16 ounce for like $4. Look at this 32 ounce that I saw at Ross for $5. I was like, return. I'm going back to Walmart to return, and that's how I ended up back at Walmart today. But I got this big old boy. I use this for my edges and I love it. I've been using this for years, like years. And it's always the olive oil one. I've tried the argan oil one and I was like, okay, it's good. But I always go back to the big old green olive oil. So I got that. I'm so happy about that actually. That was such a score for me. That was a win. And then what I actually went into these stores for, well, Ross for. And I got 2 of them because, why not? But look at these. I got 2 6.5 stainless steel bowls. This is what I was wanting. I was wanting a big old bowl, a little bit bigger than my 5-quart bowl, again, because I didn't want to use my stand mixer one to make like granola and breads and things like that. If I was doing it by hand, I didn't really need to steal that bowl. You know, I wanted an actual bowl that served that purpose that I could just grab and use. So this is 6.5, oh, 6.9, so almost 7. Beautiful. I was looking for 8-quart because again, I wanted it to be a bit bigger than the one I have, my glass bowl one, my 5-quart one. So this being 6.9, let's say 7, is perfect. So I was gonna grab one, and I just thought, the fact that there's 2 here, and this is exactly what you were wanting, just grab both. They were $8.99. The ones online that were like 8 quart, 7 quart, 6 quart. Of course, they were from like fancier brands, I'm sure, but they were enamel or stainless steel, and they were like 30, 40. I saw one that was like $52.99, and I was like, it's because you're speckled, isn't it? And cute. These are perfect for the kitchen. I am very, very excited. If you guys know, I cook and bake a lot, so these will be used a ton. So I'm glad that they're stainless steel, and I hope they last a very long time, because when I say this is the perfect size, they are the perfect size. When I saw them, I was like, yeah. And I'm making granola today, so I was like, yay, I get to use my bowl. You could use them to clean fruits, veggies, especially when you need it. Put it in the sink, and you obviously need a body of water with vinegar to clean it out. Throw one of these in the sink, fill it with water, vinegar, and then, you know, cleanse your fruits and veggies. I'm very excited. So that was a win for me. This was the biggest win. That's actually what I left home for, so not too bad. That is everything that I got from Ross, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is everything I got from Ross. Got that out of the way. The next place I went to, or let's just say the next place I'm going to grab the bag from, is TJ Maxx. At TJ Maxx, I got, oh, I've been wanting one of these for a very long time, because my scrub daddies basically just sit on like the edge of my sink, not in the sink, but just on the edge, and I need them out of the way. So I got this little caddy. I hope it sticks well. My sink is stainless steel, so I'm sure it'll be perfect. And I think I can fit 2 scrub daddies in there. I have one that I use to clean my dishes, and then I have another that I use for the cat's bowls, just so we have our own separate sponges, you know? Like, I feel like it just keeps their stuff and my stuff in their respectable spots. So I think they can just be nicely put in the caddy here. So this is one of those small little things that you forget to put like on a shopping list, but you end up needing, you know? So I got this, thankfully. And I know I went to Joann's. I'm sure I went to Joann's first. I don't know. I'm really sad to hear about Joann's closing down. Like, I'm very sad to see it. I saw the signs and I was like, because Joann's isn't one of those stores that ever puts those store closing, but then the store never closes. I've seen them on a bunch of like furniture stores, like going out of business, furniture, you know, but they're still around. Like, they're not actually closing. They just kind of do it to get people in. Joann's was never like that. So seeing those signs on the door, I felt so bad for them. My store didn't look empty. You would only really know that it was closing on the inside, because some aisles, it kind of looked like people were just, I don't know, like, oh, well, who cares, they're closing. Like, wouldn't put things back, they just left on the floor. And this is me assuming, right? It could have been something else that caused things to be on the floor and stuff, but I was sitting there like, I feel like the people already have so much to think about when it comes to their store closing. I'm sure getting a new job, being stressed out, I'm sure they're getting a lot of feedback from the inner teams and stuff. The very least you could do is just put the stuff back if you don't want it. Like, why do you have to just... And I went in there to look around, and I saw these little pot things or pot labelers for whatever you decide to grow. And I got a bunch of them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy these ones. And then I saw the ones that I got, and I was like, okay, no, I'm buying these. So I took the ones that were in my hand, and I went back to the place, and I found where it was labeled, and I put them back in their spot. It didn't take that long. But anyway, that is just me. I'm a person that puts their cart back no matter who's watching, and it mortifies me when I see people just put their cart at, like, you know, the little break where there's like greenery, and they just park it there in another empty spot, get in their car and drive. And I'm just like, there's like 10 shopping cart places to put the things back in the parking lot, or you could just take it. It blows my mind that people just like, and then just leave and think nothing of it. That would haunt me. If I left my shopping cart not in one of those areas where you actually park it where you're supposed to, it would haunt me. Because why couldn't I take 5 seconds? Anyway, I'm gonna get started on a spiel. If you are shopping at Joann's and you maybe tend to not put things back, maybe Joann's is the place that you should practice that, because they're already going through enough. Anyway, so I got these beautiful little plant markers. Look at these beautiful little, they're not little actually, these beautiful plant markers that I got from Joann's. They're $5.99, they were 40% off. The first one I got is parsley. They're bronze, they're beautiful, they're metal. I saw these and I was like, absolutely. I saw at first, what was it? Dill and mint, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy these two. But then I realized, let me see if I can find a different style that has all of the markers that I wanted. And then I go back to this and I go behind it and I was like, oh, parsley. Oh, cilantro. I have all of them. So that's what ended up me with this anyway. And then I got mint. If you guys know, mint is super invasive. if you're growing mint this year or you have in the past, you already know that, right? Like you want to plant it in its own pot, because if you plant it anywhere else, it's invasive. It will take over. I've seen those things where it's like, if you're mad at your neighbor, plant mint on your like grass border. Don't do that, but you know, just saying. What is that? Not like that's not a neutral evil. It's like a, what is that? Anyway, here is cilantro. And then the last one I got is dill, which I do want to grow this year. I don't think I've grown this before, but I do use a lot of dill when I make pickles. So, you know, dill pickles. So it'd be nice to grow my own and not have to constantly buy it, because it is one of those things where I only use when I'm making pickles. So just having it in my own garden, I could just pull it and take it and not have to like go to the store, remember to buy it, come home, realize I didn't buy it, and then, you know. So I got these. They are so pretty. I'm gonna, I guess, look online, see if, I'm not sure how it's working out, but I'm gonna look online and see if they have any more of these. If so, then I'll try to go back to my Joann's, or I don't know if we have another Joann's actually, but maybe if we do, go to another Joann's to see if they have other versions, because I would love if they had other, I think they only have herbs. Actually, if they only have herbs, I think, oh, I wanted to see if they had a rosemary one, because they had thyme and sage, and I wasn't sure I was gonna get them, because I just don't grow those things and I don't use those things. So I was like, there's no point in just buying them just to have them, even though they're very cute. But if they have a rosemary one, I'd love that, because rosemary chicken, I made a roast a few vlogs ago with like a rosemary that I bought, but oh, that was so good. So anyway, I got these from Joann's. A little spring. What's next? Let me actually put all my bags here. I'm gonna use these bags, especially when they're kind of thinner. I usually like double bag them and I use them to clean like the cat's litter. I don't know why I'm explaining that to you guys. You guys don't care. Remember, I went back to Walmart. These I'm so happy about. I bought two. I was gonna just get one, but I was like, no, you've been wanting gloves like this for the longest time. Look at these. Finally, the glove gods have heard me. These are no slip grip gloves. I got them in a size medium just so that they can accommodate my nails no matter the length. But look at these. They are completely waterproof at the tips, which is great because whether I'm gardening or caring for the chickens and ducks, my hands tend to get wet because I might be dumping out the duck pool, I might be doing their water, cleaning things with water, and then once my gloves get wet, the ones I usually wear, it's just kaput. Like, it's gross, you can't keep your fingers in it, and then I can't collect eggs because I don't want the eggs to get wet. And I always collect eggs with gloves on because you guys know my situation with my rooster when I put my finger in there. Listen, I might as well have it covered in a glove. But these ones are completely covered at the tip, and even the back part, if it were to get wet, it looks like the material that would dry super quick. Like, while I'm out there, I could probably just do something else that's dry for a few minutes, and then by the time I'm ready to collect eggs or do something else where I do need my hands to be dry, they'll be dry. So I got these, and I got a second pair. I was trying to find like a black pair or another color, but they only had this style in gray. And these are going to be perfect for gardening too, because of course your hands are always getting wet, so love that. So I can, you know, keep them as dry as I can, because you really don't want to be doing things with like wet fingers. That's why half the time I was gardening last year, I just took off my gloves. I was like, if my fingers are gonna be wet, I'd rather them be outside of the glove than moist and squishy inside the glove, you know? So I got those. And then I just got some more scent, what are they, scent oils? These little scent refills. Just two of these for the little plug-in I have behind the cat's litter box, which helps the area and the room and the house smell really good just throughout the day, especially if they're in and out. Just, you know, keeps it fresh and nice. So I got two more of these. I think I have like two more in the cupboard of two different scents or something. And then I went and got another accent for the bedroom. Right now I have a wax warmer, but that wax warmer I have that plugs in to the wall and like hangs there just isn't strong enough to really melt the wax. It's more of like a decor pretty wax warmer, but it doesn't really melt the wax, so then you don't end up smelling anything as strong as you kind of want to. So I just got another one of these little fragrance plugins that of course fit these, and this is the exact same one that I have behind the cat's litter box. I figured just keep the thing going, just the same look going, in case I ever move them. It won't be like two different ones just like looking at each other all weird. I got this one for the bedroom as well. And then look what I found, and I got it for 38 cents. It's a Christmas themed one. Of course last year I didn't have any plugins, but they had a crap ton of cute little like Santa ones, Christmas gingerbread house ones that had like, you know, the little like picture at the front. This coming Christmas, oh, I'm doing it, because I really like the scent plugins, and them being at like Walmart and not just like the branded like Glade ones. There's more opportunities because they have the Better Homes and Garden ones, they have I think it's not Yankee Candle, but another. Sensationals makes their own too in the same shape. And then they also have like Mainstays, I think I said Better Home, so a different variety, so you can go like different pricing, different scents. I like that rather than just being tied to a certain brand. And then the last bag, oh, this isn't even anything, guys. I just got wine from World Market. And I will say World Market is so cute. I walked in there and I was like, oh, everything, but I didn't need everything in there, so I didn't get anything. I just got a bottle of wine. It's this Oliver Winery Camelot Mead Orange Blossom Honey Wine. It was the last one left, and I said yes, because absolutely. Why are you the only one left? And they just put it out. Exactly. You're coming home with me. Probably gonna have a glass. I was gonna say tonight, but no, probably when I'm done vlogging in like an hour. It's like 3 in the afternoon. But you know, I cleaned the whole house yesterday. I cleaned the whole house yesterday. I mean, everything. I'm very proud of myself. That was kind of like my post winter clean, and then I'm still gonna do a spring clean, you know, like air things out. One thing I need to do that I've been procrastinating with, washing the couch. I need to unzip all of the cushions, throw them in the washer, and then on a hot sort of windy day, put them out on the deck so that they can just air dry, and then I put them back on. I have been procrastinating. So that's gonna be a part of the spring clean. I'm talking to future Chi here. You need to clean your couch. You know you do. And I usually spot clean and all that, but no, I need to take these cushion covers off, throw them in the wash. Even these pillows. I'll probably go to the laundromat to clean like these pillows because they have those huge washers and dryers. And I think I'll just throw all the pillows in, like the living room pillows, bedroom pillows, like the actual pillows itself, clean them up and just, New linens. I need to order new bedding, not like printed or anything, just a new set of like my white bedding. And then I think I have another thing. I have some stuff on my spring cleaning to-do list, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm very excited. I'm gonna put all this stuff away and we'll make granola here in a bit. I think I want to, do I want to make bread today? Ooh. I know we're gonna make granola today because I have yogurt and I ran out of granola and that's not good. So granola in my new bowl, which I'm very excited about. And the only thing about making granola is my house is gonna get warm. I should have done it. No, I mean I had a class and I want to do it tonight, but when I plan better, I need to do it before it gets too warm because I just don't want it to be warm outside. It's already kind of warm in here, and then I have the oven going. That's the only thing about it getting to spring and summer. Those meals that you have to bake, oh. But then again, poofing your bread on the deck because it's nice and warm, oh, it's a give and take. Guys, I completely forgot to show you, but look what came in. How exciting. Number one, I'm gonna say the cover, whoever designed the cover, you killed it. Why is this the cutest cookbook that I own? Are you kidding me, guys? Look at a close-up of it. It's called Attainable Sustainable Pantry, a Back to Basics Guide to Stocking Your Kitchen by Chris Bordessa. Are you kidding me? Like, guys, I can't. This is the cutest cover, and here's the back. I did a quick flip through when it came in, but I was like, I have to show you guys. I think I got it on sale. It wasn't $35 when I got it. I think it was like 30 or 29. But let's do a quick little flip through because I have to show you guys how stinking cute and honestly, hopefully helpful. I love scratch cookbooks so much. You guys know how much scratch cooking has become so important to me. I just love it. Here we see pickles. Oh, let me actually show you guys the content. I want to see how much I can show you guys so you can get an idea in case you guys want to purchase it. And of course, I'll link it down below so it's easier for you guys to grab. But part one, breakout of the box. So pantry items, baked goods, scratch, bread, breakfast, condiments, handy mixes, which I'm really excited for. I wonder if like pancake mix, chocolate mix, things like that. Part two, food preservation, preserving produce, preserving in salt, sugar, and oil, fermentation, quick pickling, dehydration. And I realize I'm reading these like down and down. I'm so sorry, guys. And then part three, modern canning, home canning, canning fruit, salsas, chutneys, and relishes, pressure canning, fruit spreads, canning tomatoes. And then some other items here. Oh, how exciting, guys. I cannot break out of the box. I just love the imagery in here. I really do. It just seems so, I think, like welcoming, inviting. It doesn't seem like it's intimidating, you know? And that's good, especially for a scratch cookbook. You don't want it to look very intimidating to the reader. So I know I have some, and here's how they label recipes. So it's like a little bit of information plus recipes. Not even a little bit of information, a lot, but here's breakfast sandwich recipe, breakfast burritos. Let me see if I can find one that's more of like a scratch. Oh, look at this, next page. How to make a pancake mix from scratch. And then a instant oatmeal mix from scratch. How exciting. It's gonna do a bigger flip. Snacks from scratch. Oh, look, a recipe for cheesy crackers. So, at home Cheez-Its. Awesome. Do another big flip. Oh, here's pickling. Pickled onions. Pickled beets. See, another big flip. Home canning, so we're gonna see some jams. Let's see. Methods, which is great. You guys know I've been wanting to get into canning, so having this will be really helpful. And then what else do we have? Okay, the jars. I love a good mason or weck jar. Love them. So here, and I'm sure we have a recipe coming soon. Here's a tip. Okay, so this was more of just how to teach you how to can and how canning works. Here we have, I'm sure, more of the recipes that you'll find. Yes, jams, jellies. Here we go. So I have one here at the bottom, which is a bourbon apple jelly. Sounds so good. And then more recipes here. I have an orange vanilla marmalade. How awesome is this, guys? How awesome. Of course, I'm going to give a more thorough, not really review, but you guys will see me pull this around to use quite a bit just here in the future, especially as it comes to spring and I'm going to start growing my own veggies. I am super excited to start using this cookbook. I'm sure you guys will see me pull it every so often in a vlog to just make a recipe from, or just to sit down and read and learn. They also have another one. I think that one is more of, I don't want to say home sustainability, but I think so. I'll link that one down below too. I don't own it, so I can't do a flip through with you guys, but I might take a look and see if that's something I want to purchase as well. It's a little bit cheaper than this because I think this one is new. The other one I think is like $20. This was $35 full price. But yeah, I'll link it down below if you guys want to take a look. But it came in and I was like, I did not show you guys my new scratch cookbook, and I had to. So I'm very excited about that. Do not ask me why I poured myself a glass at like 3 in the afternoon. But yes, like absolutely, this wine, I think this is actually going to be my spring wine. It's sweet in a way that's not overpowering. Like it's not too sweet like a Moscato can be. And it's not even a Moscato, but you know, just in terms of if you're comparing, like, you know how Moscatos are just kind of sometimes too sweet? It's not like that at all. It's light like a Sauvignon Blanc, but not super light where you just feel like you're not drinking anything. I love this. I have not felt this strongly about anything wine related or alcohol related because I don't really drink that often. I just forget that I can. I'm like 28 and I forget that I can drink, but this is really good. Yeah, and it's 10% alcohol. So if you want a kind of high amount of alcohol, this is, I think I know there's like higher percentages of alcohol in wine, but this is really good. I'm actually super surprised. I thought it would just be something cute that I decided to try from World Market, you know, how they have their funky cool wines, but I actually really like this. I'm about to sit down and read for the rest of the afternoon. I think I'll pick you guys back up later and make some granola, but for now, I want to sit for the next, like, well, the sun goes down at like 8 now because of daylight savings, probably until like 7:30. Actually, probably until I put everyone up at like 8, actually. Just read, just sit, chill, read. Finish this one, probably the vegetarian, since I'm almost halfway, and then probably get to 3/4 of this one that I'm reading that I talked to you guys about. But yeah, happy reading. Good morning, guys. So I just went and collected eggs after like 5 days, and look at all these. Are you kidding me? It's literally been 4 or 5 days, actually, if I'm not mistaken, since I've collected eggs, which is a lot because I usually go out there every night when I put them away and collect eggs. I think I have probably like 15 to 20 chicken eggs, and then for duck eggs, I didn't even count. Yeah, the white ones are duck eggs from Dottie, and then these are an assortment from my 4 girls. But yeah, so we have quite a bit of eggs. What do you think, G? What do you think? Good egg? Yeah. But yeah, so I have been bad about collecting eggs. I realized that their pole that they like to nest on fell, and when I noticed it last night, I couldn't adjust it because they were already sleeping on top of it, like up top in their coop. They were just sleeping on the floor of the coop rather than their bar, and I couldn't reach in there to fix it. They were already sleeping on top of it or laying on top of it, and if I tried, you know, it just would have been a hot mess. Everyone would have been scared and just confused. So this morning I actually went out while they were downstairs, because they have like an upstairs downstairs, like a little loft. While they were downstairs ready to be let out, I opened up the nesting box, put the pole back, collected all the chicken eggs from the girls, and then I let them out, and then I went to the other side, opened up the side door, and collected all of Dottie's eggs, which is my duck, my female duck. But yeah, so it's been not a busy morning, but I definitely got some things accomplished that I wanted to. The next I need to do is clean their coop, but I didn't want to do that because I'm already kind of getting ready for the day, and that's usually what I like to do in the very beginning of the day. Like wake up early while they're still downstairs and while it's still like not sunny out or super hot out. I'll go out there, clean the coop, then let them out, and then I can come in and shower, you know. But yeah, what do you think, Bean? Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? He's like, I think nothing. But yeah, I need to put these eggs away, or at least on the counter, because, you know, they shouldn't be on the floor. And then we need to finish getting ready. I need to take off my boots though, because they are horrific actually. So sorry about that. I try not to walk in my house with boots on, but man, the life of like a little mini stud, you just have your boots and crap everywhere. That's why it's important to clean often. And that's why I do it. These, and I've done good about keeping my black hunter boots that I just got clean and just wearing them for non-homesteady activities. Look what I managed to hunt down today. I got the basil herb pick from Joann's. I went to a different Joann's though, I will tell you. And now I have 5, so I'm very excited. The only 2 that, if they had, that I would have loved to grab was rosemary and oregano, because I do use both of those when I cook. Oregano more so than rosemary, but all of these are herbs that I use. So I'm thinking I could just do like a cute little herb garden, like create it or, you know, put it out, but I have it on my deck. So it's easy for me to just kind of walk out onto the patio, grab the herbs that I need when I'm cooking. But yeah, I think that's how we're going to start this growing season. Just do herbs and kind of go from there. I don't know how intense I'm going to garden. Last year I feel like I did a lot and it was a lot of effort. I didn't get that much, you know, in terms of like yields. I did get a good amount, but I feel like for all the effort that I put in, I should have gotten more. But you know, I think every year I get better. I will say my second year gardening, which was last year, was much better than my first. So I'm hoping this year with what I decide to grow will be better. But I'm so happy about this. I am just, these are so pretty. I think they're gorgeous. I love gardening and I love all of this. So this is just super cute. And I feel like these are gonna last years because they're metal. They're very heavy duty. And they were cheap. They were $5.99 plus like 40 or 50% off, so that was really nice. But yeah, so I have cilantro, parsley, dill, mint, and basil now. I'm very happy about this. This is prepping for spring. What you do? I got these little reusable, basically parchment paper, because I was tired of buying parchment paper. They're these reusable baking mats, which is essentially parchment paper, or how I like to use parchment paper. Comes with 1 round one and then 2, can't remember the sizes on these, but I'll link it down below. I got it from Amazon. 2 of this size, and then 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 2 of this size, which I can barely do. Hold on, let me flip it up and show you guys, but this larger one, which is great. So got that, which is very helpful, very, very helpful. So you're just cleaning this and not constantly your pan, and you don't have to worry about things, you know, sticking to your pan with this. But anyway, let me prep the granola. I needed a big bowl like this for prepping things like granola, or if I wanted to kind of mix bread by hand. Usually I just use my KitchenAid, but sometimes I just want to do it by hand. A bowl like this is super, super helpful because the smaller glass bowl I have, that is my largest bowl, sometimes things just overflowed and it was not good. But let's get some granola prepped in here. This is my granola recipe. I use the same recipe every single time. If it's written on a recipe card like this, one of mine, it's likely because I started out trying to use someone else's recipe and modified it a bit. So I end up just writing down what I use. Here is the back, the actual instructions. I will say that part where it says bake additional 5 minutes, I wouldn't do that if your oven runs hot. I would just keep it at a clean 10 minutes. My oven runs hot, or it's not suited for 15 minutes. I don't know, but I do 10 minutes. I know most recipes probably call for 15, 20. I do 10, and then I let it cool, and it's usually perfect. So this is the instructions, and these are the ingredients again. Of course, you can add in whatever nuts you want. I like to use almonds. You don't have to add cinnamon. You could add something else, pumpkin spice during the fall, which is actually a great idea. But outside of like the oats, the salt, coconut oil, you can use agave instead of honey. I've done that a few times before. For the dried berries, I use cranberries, but you can use blueberries, strawberries, anything you want, or everything. You could do it as many fruits and add-ins as you want. Once it's cool, you can add in chocolate chips, which I could do. There's so many things you can do. That's why I love making my own granola. It's just super easy too. But let's just get a mixing. It's super easy. I'm just gonna do enough to fit into this jar. Sometimes I'll double batch it, but I just wanna make an amount for this. And I don't know how many ounces this is. I'm so sorry. It's the La Parfait jar you can get at Whole Foods. That's where I got mine from. But I feel like this size of granola is perfect for me for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, just depending on how much yogurt I'm eating. I showed you guys the recipe, super easy. We're just gonna do 2 cups of whole rolled oats. I always have rolled oats because you never know when you're gonna need them. And I love these for overnight oats. I don't use like a quick oat or anything. Nothing's wrong with it. This is more versatile, so. I'm making a mess because I'm trying to, ooh, I think you guys just saw the mess I made. All right, it's fine. We're making a mess, but it's okay. Oh, that's 2 cups. Did I just clean the table? Yes. So am I going to throw what fell into the bowl? Yep. And then we have, oh, I always hate this part, my almonds. I don't know why I hate chopping almonds. I literally just put it into a baggie. And I use my kitchen hammer. Or my real hammer, you know, whichever works. We're gonna use half a cup. Probably gonna use a little bit more actually, because I have been in a very almondy mood. So, and you're gonna hear me banging this bad boy out behind you. Then after a while, I give up because I'm tired of hearing the banging, and I just, beautiful. And then it depends on how you want to do this. You can put your dried nuts after it's done baking, so it still stays kind of like soft and squishy, like you know how dried berries just are texture wise. Or you can put it in right now. I like to put it in right now because I don't bake my granola for that long. And again, the recipe that I showed you guys, it's just if you want to be very exact. But when it comes to granola, I swear you can just throw in any portions you want. If you're someone who likes a lot of nuts, put a lot of nuts in there. If you like a lot of berries, put a lot of berries in it. When I'm cooking at home and baking things that aren't like bread, I struggle with giving you guys like recipes or instructions because I really just measure with the heart. I'm not joking or being lazy when I'm like, oh, measure with the heart. I'm quite literally at home right here measuring with this heart. I'm not joking. So I put in what looks like 1/3, I don't know, 1/3, 1/2 dried berries. And then we're gonna do a teaspoon of salt. The salt I will actually measure out because when it comes to putting salt and things like that in recipes, especially bread, I do measure it. So what did I say, 1 teaspoon? No, sorry, 1/2 teaspoon. Don't listen to me. I'm gonna use kosher salt because I like to bake things with kosher salt. This is my 1/2 teaspoon going in. And then we're gonna add some cinnamon. I'm also gonna measure this one with my heart because why not? Beautiful. I like to use a little brown sugar. It wasn't on my recipe card, but again, this is just whatever you want to do, guys. Measure with the heart. Where's my little spoon? I live alone and I'm always like, who is taking my stuff? And it's just me. And let's just do, yeah, that's fine. Absolutely hate measuring out honey, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm quite literally just gonna sit here and eyeball 1/4 cup of honey. Beautiful. Now we need coconut oil. I need 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Here is the coconut oil that I'm using. I don't think you can go wrong with organic coconut oil, but you know, hey. So let me do 2 tablespoons. I'm actually probably gonna do 2 1/2 just to make sure everything combines well. And I'm gonna melt this a bit in the microwave. Coconut oil goes in. Doesn't have to be all the way melted because the warmth from everything will combine. Let me get a good old spoon. So I'm just gonna combine everything. I'm gonna try to do it nicely so it doesn't shake the camera. But if it does, you guys get the gist. You just combine all of this. And I know what you're thinking. Shoot, you got this big old bowl for this? Usually I double batch things. So typically when I'm mixing 2 batches of this, it gets messy if you don't have like a bowl with high walls. Got the light on. We're gonna keep mixing. Okay guys, this is her on the baking tray. I tried to do it perfectly so it stayed in the edges, but you know, hey, I got like a little bit of something, but here she is. I'm waiting for the oven to get to 350 and then I'm just gonna pop her in. Again, 7 to 10 minutes to start, go up from there, 2-minute increments just so you don't burn this bad boy. But it's super easy, guys. It's so much easier for me to just make my own granola than get in the car right now, drive to the store, find the granola I want, sit in line, check out, drive back. It actually kills over an hour of my day. This, if I wasn't filming, 5 minutes. I'm not even joking. Well, 10 minutes because, you know, to bake it. She is done. I know she still looks pretty light, but once she cools down, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Of course, the edges get a little bit crispier, so I do kind of mix it around after. I did 10 minutes this time and then mix it around a little bit and then I did 1 more minute. That's it. So that's gonna cool. I was doing this and I realized I wanted to pick up the camera and show you guys how this sounds because I know I said it was gonna get crunchy, but you hearing it for yourself is probably better. So look, or here, listen. You hear that? That is granola. And you can, I know I'm talking over the sound, I wanted you guys to hear, but listen. You can, unlike me, break it up into different pieces. You don't have to have it all granular. I just like mine granular because it's easier when I eat yogurt. And my hands are clean, and honestly, it's just me eating this, so listen. But listen guys, I can't, I have to show you, I'm sorry. Granola, just like that. Just like that.